Your Excellency, welcome back to CNBC. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for the invitation.
So first of all, explain to me what your focus is here at the World Economic Forum.
Well, here at the World Economic Forum in Davos, we have probably three main areas of focus. The first one is definitely climate and our energy transition plans. And everybody wants to talk about our investment plans for, especially in the areas of hydrogen, and green ammonia. I think the second area of focus is something that was very clear during the latest COP28 in Dubai, which is what's the stance that we all take to tackle some of the global challenges of the 21st century, for example, pollution, plastics, etc. That's something that Morocco, as president of the United Nations Assembly for the Environment, is very, very conscious and following very precisely, because we want to see something bolder on, for example, plastics pollution. And this raises an issue around the role of multilateralism, how it was created after the Second World War, whether Bretton Woods institutions are fit for purpose in the 21st century. We think they are fit for purpose. Middle-income countries who are like Morocco, who are supposed to bear the burden of the energy transition of the world, but at the same time work on their own sustainable development plans. We think that the multilateral system is very important. However, we need new means to get those challenges and find solutions to those challenges.
I think in the work that you do, you know full well when your travels around the world that there are no shortage of global problems. So when you look at the WEF platform as an institution in itself, what would you say is the biggest problem that the World Economic Forum needs to solve right now as we start 2024?
I think, Dan, it's exactly what you mentioned, which is you have global problems that have to be solved at the local and regional level. And I think the role that WEF can play, and we've already seen that during this week, is to bring in multiple stakeholders at every part of the value chain to try to unlock some of those solutions. So if I take the example of air pollution, which is a session that I attended yesterday, we could see that we are breathing all the same air, but we tend to look at these issues in silos. Water stress, water management is definitely an area where Morocco people ask me about the 1.5 degrees target. I say that we have reached that target last year. We've had the worst drought in the last 40 years. We are an agricultural country that is very much focused on water management, and any impact of climate change on our agriculture is actually something that is not a matter of 20 years, but it's really happening today, and we want to find the right solutions for that. So I think looking into an integrated definition of what sustainability is definitely an area where the WEF can push the needle on. Last week I took part in a minerals forum in Riyadh, where we talked a lot about critical metals and minerals for the energy transition. It's great that everyone now is more aware of the tremendous growth, 400% of requirements of lithium, for example, between now and 2050. So that's a great demand that has to be sorted out, but it has to be sorted out sustainably. And sustainably, it doesn't only mean green, it also means no child labor, perfect respect of human rights. Morocco was elected last week president of United Nations Human Rights Council, and that's definitely an area that we want to pursue, a wider integrated definition of sustainability.
What policies are needed on the ground in Morocco to balance economic growth with environmental sustainability?
It's a great question. I think we are looking into this issue in a very wide framework. I'll cite the example of our national strategy for sustainable development, which has, in its first version, was a very traditional strategy, top-down, crafted among ministries. But now, with our new development model, where we want to escape the middle-income trap of 3% GDP growth rates, we've decided to have most of our strategies, especially the ones that are horizontal, like sustainable development, being crafted by the population. So of course it takes more time, but we like to believe that it's a new generation of policies that we are defining, like the new generation of strategic partnerships that we are having with like-minded allies and partners.